Well, top goal scorer match market currently available on Matchbook. I'll just read out the first few prices. I have them in front of me. Erling Haaland around 2.8. Victor Gyökeres 7.0. Alexander Isak, where will he be playing? 7.6. Mo Salah 8.8. We're looking at around 24.0 and bigger prices the rest. Mark, we have a selection here at a 230.0. If for someone who wants to do those back to lay options, and you might talk a little bit about that before putting up this selection, at a player that might just get off to a great start and, you know, come November, December is perhaps a 9-10.0 shot. You can decide what you want to do there. But talk a little bit about that before giving us your selection here. And eagle-eyed listeners, even though that's the wrong term, would have probably picked up on this when you were talking about the team this player plays for earlier on.
Yeah, so the back delay option is a beauty really for these kind of prices, these kind of markets, because effectively you back the player or the team at the big price, and if they start well, they start going very, very well, their price will contract, and there's the opportunity then on the exchange to trade out of your position and almost guarantee profit with the difference. So it's a lovely way to play it. But my selection, I do believe, has real claims of being in the place money at the end of the season. He might not win it, but I think he will be there or thereabouts, and therefore the odds of 230 or whatever it was you mentioned, I thought he'd be 100 to 1 at best. So clearly the advantages of playing the exchange here come with backing Evan Nielsen to be the top Premier League goal scorer. Now, not for a second do I think he will be the top Premier League goal scorer, but I do think he can challenge the sort of top 3, top 4, who, yeah, of course you expect Haaland to be there. You expect Isak to be there wherever he's playing. Salah has AFCON to contend with, which could damage his output. Also, we saw a bit of a downturn in his output in the second half of last season. Perhaps he slowed down because the title was done. Who knows? But Evan Nielsen, I thought had a great debut season in the Premier League. 10 goals from 28 starts. I think that commands respect. He did suffer injuries. If he can stay fit, he will be the main man here. I think there's a lot to go in his favour. Bournemouth have no European commitments. He doesn't have AFCON to contend with, probably no international appearances either, so he won't be going out to Brazil in the international breaks. He'll be rested, refreshed. And there doesn't seem to be major competition in the Bournemouth team for that starting striker berth. He'll be assisted, of course, by Kluivert, Semenyo, probably Utara as well. The negative is he's not on penalties, but I think he showed enough in that season last year to suggest he's capable of adding another 5, 6, possibly 7 goals to be considered a real sort of long shot here with potential to get paid. 17 is normally what you're required to get placed money in the top 4 for the Premier League. So if he can hit sort of 15 or more, that price will hugely contract. There'll be an opportunity to get out of your position and guarantee profit. We know how Bournemouth play. They'll attack. They'll be aggressive. They'll create chances. Some of their finest performances have come when they've been really aggressive and attacking. And I think Evan Nielsen showed at the back end of last season he can finish 7 goals in his last 12 games to win the campaign. Shows his quality. Playing for a side I expect to go well, challenge the top half in particular, possibly better with no European commitments. I think there's a lot to like about him.
Okay, great case for Evan Nielsen. And we'll have a quick look at the top goal scorer market, just at some of the bigger prices for anyone that likes the case that Mark laid out, but maybe wants to pick someone else. I mean, if you look at the big prices, I mean, Bukayo Saka there at 70.0, Cunha, you think he's going to get going, 95.0, Liam Delap, the same price. We've got Mbeumo at 120, Mateta 150.0, got Eze at 290.0. Could be interesting if he gets his big move to Arsenal. Chris Wood 210.0. So it is the beauty, Mark, of playing those back to lay options if we just scroll through some of those prices. But yeah, for you, would you take a swing at 1 or 2 on the exchange, those sort of prices? Because I mean, Evan Nielsen is almost opened my eyes to, if you just get someone off to a hot start, you could be sitting on a 20.0 shot when you backed him at 10 times the price,
Yeah, I think you want to be looking for a similar type of profile to Evan Nielsen, a player who will play regularly, leading the line without a huge amount of competition. Ideally, you don't want European commitments, but I understand that's not easy when you've got so many Premier League teams in Europe this year. But Mateta was another one I looked and considered. But Palace have got the Thursday, Sunday slot. You just don't know how serious or not these teams are going to take European football. You'd hope they take it seriously because of the supporters not being involved in European football for so long. But that's obviously going to damage their team on a weekend Premier League fixture if they are going hard at Europe as well. So I just thought Evan Nilsson was the more reliable option there. But yeah, Delap was a big price too. But the issue there is rotation and the amount of options that they have in their armory and forward areas. So yeah, that's the way I kind of look at it. A player who's going to play regularly, be the main man. Ideally, you want penalties. I know Evan Nilsson hasn't got that either, but yeah, you're looking for sort of 10 to 15 goals to sort of trouble that sort of top end of the market and see a price collapse.